To say that the aftermath of my last WWWAREA video wasn't that bad? Oh, I wish that was the fucking case. Now let's just recap the topic of my last video, shall we, so we know what happened last time. In my last video about WWWAREA and Another Realm, I was responding to one of their new blogs about the Alpha and Omega fandom, which was about the topic of fetishes. In their blog, they claimed that almost all the active members of the Alpha and Omega fanbase were worse than child molesters and people who rape animals because people find their fetishes weird. In case you didn't know what their fetishes were, Another Realm is sexually attracted to a cartoon wolf character named Kate from Alpha and Omega. And I did state in my last video that I have no problems or issues with him having these fetishes, and I said there is nothing wrong with having these fetishes as long as they don't involve breaking any laws or hurting other people, especially young children. Now WWWAREA has written 4 new blogs targeted towards me, and each of them were filled with some pretty stupid shit. I don't want to drag it out because I want to get onto the main topic and the main blog we are responding to today, but here are the highlights. He claims that I'm ruining the fandom. He claims that suddenly I don't have the freedom of speech to tell him that his fetishes are not considered normal in society. But today we are going to be talking about one blog in question he wrote about me, which is based on the topic of Otherkin, because it's time to dive into some deja vu, because WWWAREA has another problem with me, and it all comes down to one certain video. Yep, he has once again targeted another one of my cringe satire reaction videos, this time being the video I made about the guy who claimed that he was actually a werewolf. In that video, I used satire, humour and mockery to poke fun at the stupidity of the video in question. But I also did some serious talk about the idea of what an Otherkin means. And I said in my video that I have no problems with people being an animal or believing that they have the spirit of one. But I did also say that if someone tells you the truth that you don't have the spirit of a mythological creature inside you because they don't fucking exist, then don't get pissy with them because they don't buy into what you believe. And what does WWWAREA decide to do with this? Write a whole blog claiming that I was attacking Otherkin. Just like he wrote that blog last time saying that I was attacking the Pac-Man guy because I made jokes about the stupid side of his obsession. And what I want to do in this video is break down why he believes my video was an attack and just go into better and deeper detail about the idea of what an Otherkin is, because it's clear that WWWAREA won't listen to logic. He will surround himself in this little safe zone where no matter how stupid or delusional something is, if you are against it, you are a horrible person because of that. Not forgetting that once again they are completely missing the point of what my video was. And it was a satire fucking joke video. Ago, he wrote an update on the journal where he acknowledges that my video could have contained satire. But don't be too surprised here, because guess what? He blames everyone else again for his mistake. He writes a whole blog about how I'm attacking the werewolf guy for his beliefs, completely missing the point about how my video was a satire reaction video poking fun at the stupidity of what he was saying and doing, and then when he realises that he made a mistake, he blames me. And how does he blame me? He says that, "Don't blame me for fucking up. You should have made it more clear." WWWAREA, if you're watching this, are you slightly thick? The fucking title of the video says contains satire. How fucking clear must I be, mate? Do I need to stamp it on your fucking forehead? Not forgetting that you know about my style when making satire reaction videos because you have seen them before. When you keep claiming that they are proof that I am against freedom. Just because you didn't see it as a joke doesn't mean that everyone else is going to see it in the same way. Again, comedy is subjective and people have different opinions on what they find funny. Some may see this video and not like it like you, and some may see it and find it the funniest thing they've seen since this. My video was not attacking Otherkin, but saying that don't get pissy with people when they tell you that no matter how much you cry about it, you don't contain the spirit of a mythological or fictional creature within your DNA.
That girl is a real crowd pleaser. Small world, all her friends know me. Young bull living like an old geezer.
So the next paragraph he writes in this Reindeer Attacks Otherkin blog is that I attack people with similar beliefs. which once again, he doesn't seem to prove of any examples. And goes on about how I treat my opinions as facts because I said that Otherkin isn't real, and how I attacked the werewolf guy for calling him crazy in the title of my video. Pretty funny how he's able to read that part of the title perfectly fine, but completely ignores this fucking part of the title. Now let's get one thing out of the way here, and that is I didn't call this guy crazy because he could have been an Otherkin. I was calling him crazy because of the logic that he was using and his behaviour in the video. He believes that Twilight and other fictional movies about werewolves are real life, and that he was born with the spirit of a creature that doesn't exist inside him. When I tell you that you don't have the spirit of a mythological creature inside you, it's not me treating my opinions as factual, because it is the fucking truth. Nobody is born with the spirit of an animal that doesn't exist inside them. I mean, use your common sense, mate. How can someone have the spirit of an animal inside them when that animal has never existed and there is no proof of their existence? You can scream discrimination as much as you want, but it's hard for me to discriminate against something which isn't even real. Also, I find it funny how when people identify as an Otherkin, they often identify as the same fucking animal. A dog, a cat, a wolf, a lion, a fucking dragon or unicorn. Why is it always the same type of animals? I also said that there is nothing wrong with being an Otherkin or believing that you have the spirit of an animal inside you. But at the end of the day, it's impossible for you to have the spirit of a mythological creature inside you, which is why I called him crazy. Because he believes that movies are real, and that ripping off his shirt and acting like an animal is enough proof that he is an animal.
That girl is a real crowd pleaser. Small world, all her friends know me. Young bull living like an old geezer.
And when did I force my opinions in any part of my video? I didn't force anything, but all I did was make satire jokes about the stupidity of his video. Which is what satire means, is using comedy and humour to point out someone's stupidity or vices. I was mocking what he said about how Twilight and wolf movies are real, and mocking the stupidity of his logic that he was born an animal that doesn't exist. I didn't force him to believe what I believe, and I didn't say in any part of my video that he has to do what I say and follow what I believe. I was giving my views and opinions, which I am allowed to do, about the stupidity of his video, because no matter what you say about me, WWWAREA, nobody is born with the spirit of an animal that doesn't exist inside them. The thing you've got to understand, WWWAREA, and another realm for that matter, I'm very different from you. Because while you provide a safe zone for people who want to be safe from opposing opinions and views, I will say it as it is. But of course, because I dare to say that an Otherkin is not real, and I dare to call him crazy in my video, I am a fucked up bigot. I seriously can't believe that WWWAREA actually has followers. I mean, this is features WWWAREA now trying to find a defense for Otherkin to prove that they are born with the spirit of an animal that doesn't exist inside them, and here's a summary of that defense. I don't fucking know because I don't have any concrete evidence that makes it very possible that someone has a spirit of a creature that doesn't exist inside them. Just let that sink in for a moment. The spirit of an animal that doesn't exist is possible to be inside a human being.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
And this logic is coming from the same guy who believes that being a paedophile is perfectly okay, and that if you don't support people fucking their own family members, you're against freedom.
The world's gone nuts!
So explain to me, how is it possible for them to have the spirit of an animal inside them? Especially a dragon or a unicorn. An animal that doesn't exist. Because I can apply your line of logic to many things. I can say that I have a spirit of a fucking jam jar inside me. Oh, you can't prove otherwise even when a simple DNA test can show that I have no traces of it inside me, but you can't prove that I have the spirit of a jam jar inside me, so it must be fucking true. Just because I can't find samples of a spirit doesn't mean suddenly my argument is wrong. Just use your common sense, mate, because how can you find the answer to the impossible? Being that someone just woke up and discovered one day that they have a spirit of a mythological creature inside of their bodies. But I do have a question, WWWAREA. Have you ever heard of something called clinical lycomorphy? I've said that completely wrong, but you know what I mean. This is defined as a rare syndrome that involves a delusion that the affected person can transform into, has transformed into, or is a non-human animal. And if this video is a genuine video of a guy believing that he is a werewolf, then that is the more likely answer to why he believes that he can transform into a werewolf, rather than just being in your safe zone and just agreeing that, oh, think I keep telling him about responsibility and mistakes, and tries to turn it on to me because he doesn't understand satire and doesn't like my humour, which again, he has every right to hate, but he seems to believe that I must suffer because of his subjective opinion on my comedy. Along with that, his utter stupidity to ignore the fucking title of the video and then lecture me about not making it clear it was satire. You claim that my view on Otherkin isn't based on concrete evidence, but you don't bring anything to the table either to prove me otherwise. You are, in my opinion, a safe zone for people who don't want their little feelings hurt, and when people point out your stupidity, you cry like a fucking baby. And while I'm here making this video, another realm is thinking of writing an entire blog about how much of an evil person I am.